Welcome to the KK TV.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our channel.
We do doll videos, Roblox, baking, and vlogs.
We also do short films such as The Story of Crazy Face, and we also do Talking Hot Show.
A special thank you to Blue Blood Sports TV. Thank you so much for your support. We will continue to work hard and bring you more content. Bye!
Show support. Subscribe to KK Penson TV. If you got children, if you got nieces, if you got nephews, if you got little cousins, if you have friends that have kids, make sure they subscribe to KK Penson TV. Please do that. Show love and show support.
Hi, my name is Heather the Heat Hardy, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. This is Amanda the Real Deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
And I'm Janita.
And you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, newly crowned WBC undefeated, two-time heavyweight world champion, former heavyweight unified world champion, British superstar boxer Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, in a recent interview, states and gives his top 5 heavyweights of all time, and then goes on to say that the great, the GOAT, greatest of all time, legendary heavyweight world champion, superstar boxer, iconic sports athlete, Muhammad Ali, could not beat him due to the fact that Muhammad Ali was not big enough, was not quick enough, and was not strong enough. He says that Muhammad Ali was 6'3", 210 pounds. I'm 6'9", 275 pounds, and I'm just as fast and fleet-footed and have more power. So Muhammad Ali or none of the other great heavyweights in the past would be able to beat me. I'm just the greatest. And here's a little bit of truth to this, that you're supposed to believe that you're the greatest and nobody can beat you if you're Tyson Fury. But the double standards within the sport of boxing is this, that when Floyd Mayweather, undefeated, 50-0, the man known as Money, had 2 careers. He was Pretty Boy Floyd, then the second half of his career, he was Money Mayweather. Reinvented himself, whole different style. When Floyd Mayweather said, I'm the greatest of all time, I'm TBE, the best of ever, right? He got a lot of flack for that. A lot of flack came behind that. Because how dare Floyd Mayweather compare himself to yesteryear's fighters? And then most recently, you had former WBC reigning heavyweight world champion, Olympic bronze medalist, 10 title defenses successfully, held the WBC, was at the time the longest reigning champion in the sport. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder said that he would defeat the likes of Mike Tyson, who was former undisputed heavyweight world champion, iconic, legendary boxer in his own right. But Mike Tyson, in all his big fights, when he stepped up, came up short. But yet, there was a lot of flack that followed that, because how dare Deontay Wilder compare himself to a legend? Floyd Mayweather stated that, he would never let a guy with under 10 fights beat him. He would never even be able to fight a guy with under 10 fights at any point in his career, especially towards the middle and end of his career. It wouldn't be sanctioned. It wouldn't be allowed, right? And we know he was pointing to the fact that Muhammad Ali, in his career, at a certain point in time, lost to Spinks, who only at the time, when he lost to Spinks, Leon Spinks only had 7 fights, right? And he was 6-0 with 1 draw. At the time, he lost. And now Muhammad Ali came back. That was in 1978, February of 1978, when he lost to Leon Spinks. He held the WBC and the WBA titles. He then came back to beat Leon Spinks in September of that year. So he avenged it. But the fact that he lost to Leon Spinks, spoke volumes. And Floyd Mayweather said, he lost to a guy that was 7-0, right? And Deontay Wilder made mention of Mike Tyson. Now we know Deontay Wilder has the highest knockout ratio in the history of sport of boxing at 97%. Knocked down or knocked out every opponent he's ever faced, right? Including Tyson Fury. Dropped him twice in their fight. And so when he says that he could beat the likes of Mike Tyson, there's a lot of flack that comes behind that, because how dare today's athletes compare themselves to yesteryear's athletes and legends and icons in the sport when their era can't compete with their era. Today's era can't compete with yesteryear's era. But yet, we could get Tyson Fury to come out and says that he'll beat, not only is he better than the great legendary, iconic boxer Muhammad Ali, but he'll beat Muhammad Ali because he's just faster, stronger, bigger, and more fleet-footed, and he just can't compete with him, right? Now, I have to say, I think that Muhammad Ali definitely will have some trouble with Tyson Fury due to the fact that, like Tyson Fury said, he's 6'9", 275 pounds, and Muhammad Ali was 6'3", 210 pounds. So today's heavyweights are just super heavyweights, right? They're very, very big. You understand? So it's very understandable where Tyson Fury is coming from. I'm just wondering the double standards within the sport of boxing. When Floyd Mayweather says, and he retires and beats more world champions in the history of the sport of boxing than any other boxer, he retires undefeated. He's broken every pay-per-view record there is known to the sport of boxing. He's done $300 million boxing matches, right? He's done, legendary pay-per-view numbers. Yet when he compares himself and says he's the greatest of all time and never lost, he gets a lot of flack for that. There's a lot of onslaught towards him and a lot of how dare yous. But when Deontay Wilder says he could beat Mike Tyson, who Mike Tyson had multiple losses in his career, was knocked out in his career, and lost all the big fights, the biggest fights in his career, he lost them. When he did so, Deontay Wilder could say, well, I would have beat Mike Tyson, and who did Mike Tyson fight? And then that's followed with a lot of flack from the boxing media, pundits, and fans. But now we get Tyson Fury, who has beaten Deontay Wilder and beaten Vladimir Klitschko. And these are two guys that they continue to question their resume. If you continue to question Deontay Wilder's resume and you question Vladimir Klitschko's reign and resume, then how do you praise Tyson Fury for beating those two guys? Those are the two biggest wins in Tyson Fury's career. These are the double standards within the sport of boxing. There's no flack. There's no onslaught. There's no complaining from the fans, the boxing pundits, and the journalists. There just isn't any, right? Because there is double standards that live within the sport of boxing. Mike Tyson was 50-6, 44 by way of knockout. He himself was knocked out 5 times, right? Mike Tyson lost in the biggest upset in the history of the sport of boxing to James Buster Douglas. That is the biggest upset in the history of the sport of boxing. But yet when Deontay Wilder says he could beat Mike Tyson, that's followed with a lot of flack and onslaught from the fans, boxing world, and boxing pundits and media. When Floyd Mayweather says that he's greater than Muhammad Ali, that's followed with a lot of flack from the fans, boxing pundits, and the boxing world. But Tyson Fury could tell the world that he would beat Muhammad Ali and tell you why he would beat Muhammad Ali and George Foreman and Joe Louis and Joe Frazier and any other great heavyweight, Lennox Lewis, right? Tyson Fury said he could beat Lennox Lewis. The great last undisputed heavyweight champion, Lennox Lewis, resume is far deeper than Tyson Fury's, but there's no flack for him saying he could beat Lennox Lewis because he said that Lennox Lewis is chinny. Yeah, Lennox Lewis was knocked out by Oliver McCall and Hasim Rahman, but he avenged those losses. And one could argue that Lennox Lewis had the greatest career of any heavyweight in the history of the sport of boxing. That's a serious argument. But there's no flack to follow what Tyson Fury has to say, because these are the double standards within the sport of boxing. Point blank, period, hands down. Now, like I said, do I think that Tyson Fury could put up a serious fight with Muhammad Ali? Absolutely. Because of his size. Muhammad Ali would have never seen a guy the size of Tyson Fury. So yes, I believe that Tyson Fury could give Muhammad Ali all types of troubles, all types of problems, right? Is he right by saying that? Absolutely. I'm just wondering, where is the flack that follows behind it, like it followed Deontay Wilder and like it followed Floyd Mayweather and guys like Roy Jones, who said they was the greatest of all times. Even Lennox Lewis, when he stated he was the greatest of all times, right? There was a lot of flack that followed that. I'm just wondering, where's the flack? Where's the reports that says that Tyson Fury is being disrespectful to the legends, and especially Muhammad Ali? But we know there won't be any that follows. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, this is Jasmine. Thank you for watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, soy Jasmine. Gracias por ver Sangre Azul Deportes TV. Gracias.